Oh, howdy folks, how are you today? It's Friday, I think it's about 1:30. The wife just said. Got a little situation going on with one of the kids' cars. Said the brake lights weren't working, so they couldn't drive it at night because they couldn't figure out what was going on. So figured I'd take a look at it and see what was going on, because I can usually figure shit out just by natural instincts or read the manuals or whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna check that out. It's got her in a garage already. I pulled it over. It's a 2005 Pontiac Grand Am. We're gonna take that sticker off because, well, we don't like it, and for some reason these things aren't working. So I don't know what's going on. That's pretty much what I got. I asked them a few questions to try to see what the deal was. We got some dirty brakes there, and just from the looks of things, looks like we might need some air in the tires. So, well, since I've got shit over here, let's turn this music down though real quick so we can continue to bump our gums at you and talk about shit. You know, just looking over the car real quick, looks like it's got some brake dust buildup on the thing, so I'll probably stick my fingers in there and check the pad, see what's going on with that. They said there was a grinding going on, so it could be the drums in the back, who knows, but those things are extremely clean compared to the ones in the front. But like I said, all these, you know, tires are low and stuff, and this obviously has some damage on it because it's older, and who knows what's going on here. Window regulator problem, I don't know. I haven't, like I said, this first time I've touched this car, so I haven't really had a chance to go over it too much. Some body damage here, something happened here. We'll have to take a look down there and see what's going on, see if there's any issues causing that. This is peeling up. What if that's from the sun? That's the first time I've ever seen anything like it. When I was pulling it over here, I noticed that, and I thought, wow, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's get in here. Let's turn on the lights real quick and see what we got going on. Flip the lights on. Okay, there's some brights, I think. So, well, we got brights up here. All these are okay, it looks like. Oh, those ain't on. Those are turn signals anyways. Let's walk around the back real quick and see what we got going on. Oh, it doesn't look like we have nothing. So I guess let's turn these off real quick. Let's get this trunk open and one of these panels going here. That way we can see what the deal is here. At least get these out, check these bulbs, because maybe sometimes it's just a bulb's blown, or it could be a fuse. So let's pull one of these off real quick and we'll check it out. I'm gonna stick you right on here like this. I don't know where to put you. I'll put you right here, and then we'll just flip you around just like that, so you can see. Looks like it could be 1, 2, 3, 4 things right here that I gotta unscrew, and this whole panel should come off. Thank God this is a American-made car. I know it's probably kind of dark. Let me see if I can flip this light on here and get any light up in here. Probably not. But anyways, these are the things I'm talking about here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These nuts right here, just, we'll take them wing nuts off. That's what they are. Get them wing nuts off real quick and get this panel out so we can see what is going on, if maybe it's a bulb or something, because, well, that's where we start at. We're gonna check the bulbs, see what's up with those, and then we'll go from there. Well, it just pops out like that, looks like. Okay, come on, baby. Okie doke. Okay, now it looks like there's a little bit of some clips on here that just pop off, because obviously this has been messed with before, because they said it was not going, and they were trying to troubleshoot things and fix them, but they just couldn't figure out what the problem was. So I don't know, I guess we'll check it out. Looks like they got some of these old fancy bulbs in here, some LEDs right here, and then we got some normal bulbs. So let's go hit the flashers and see if those work, turn signals and stuff. Actually, let's see if we can't roll this window down. That way I can just stick my hand in there and do some shit, because, well, if I can stick my hand in there and do some shit, then let's turn the brights off. Brights off. Okay, she goes down, so that's a good thing. Oh. She goes back up. She's a little tight. You can see those scratches in there. That's good right there. How about you just put you down that way, put you back up. We'll leave you right there like that. Turn these on. Oh, it doesn't look like we don't have any dash lights either here. And we got some lights going on here in this thing. Battery, oil, security, service engine soon, oil change, service engine soon. Now, why do we need 2 lights here? We got 158,805 mileage on here. And we don't have any interior lights going on either with these lights on. The headlights are on though. You can obviously see those on the toolbox. Oh, they're still on because the door's open, I bet. Let's hit these. Okay, we got flasher. Let's turn these off. Turn that off because we don't need it on. Don't need it on. 1. We got 2. Oh, we got a little inner bulb, outer bulb. That's kind of nice. Inner bulb, outer bulb. Those are still on. I think those should go off. I would hope. Let's see here. Well, we've got flasher on the trunk, but when we turn the lights on, we have no lights. So let's turn the lights back on real quick. Okay, the headlights did go off there, so that's good. Now we got the lights on. Obviously, you can see from the toolbox. Got them on here. And we still have no lights here. So that is an issue. So let's go get all this stuff turned off real quick, and let's peel up that fuse panel and see what's going on there, because that's where I would start and recommend to start if you got issues. So let's get all that stuff kicked off. So here's the fuse panel in the car, is right here. Sometimes they're up under the dash, but luckily this one is easy accessible. It's just right here. So let's get in there. Let's see what we got here, because, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Stop lamps, we got a J. Let's go over to, usually there's a fuse puller in here, but obviously this one doesn't have one. Let's go see if we got a fuse puller over in the whole toolbox. Oh, look at that, it's right there in front of us. That's fantastic. Nice to have that handy and close. Let's take this old hat off. We don't need this on. Yeah. Feel fresh hairdo going. Let's see. This says J is a stop lamp. So let's pull J out. And J's location is down here. He's a 20A. J's kind of hard to get, but hello, J. How are you today? Let's pull you out. Get out of there. Okay, J. Well, looks like J's okay. See, no significant damage on J. I don't know if you can get in there, if you can see that or not. Can you see that? J is not blown. So we're going to put J back where he belongs. And I got the owner's manual out of the glove box when I first... Oh, this is going to be hard because I need to put you right here. When I first pulled this over, I grabbed the owner's manual, so I started looking at that because, well, that's not the only place usually. Oil reset. I don't know if that's it. What the fuck? Did I just say that? Anyways. Okay, look how low that guy is. Come on. Who's driving on that? You got to keep your eyes on that stuff, folks. That'll end your day sooner than it starts. I'll tell you that much right now. Anyways, here we are. We got the book. Let's flip back to the back because, well, that's where you find stuff at when you are doing stuff. M, fuse, F. Here we are. Fuel, fuses, engine compartment fuse block. Fuses and circuit breakers. Instrument panel fuse block. That may be 81. I bet that is probably the one inside. So let's go to 580 and we'll, or yeah, 580 and we'll start there. Oh, look at that, 584. That was a good flip. Instrument panel fuse block driver side. So basically it's just telling us what all we got here, and if you have one of these books, it's awful handy to have because, well, You can do that. So there is some on the passenger side, which I did not know that. Interior lamp, steering wheel, cruise control switch, cruise control switches, HVAC, cruise control, interior courtesy lamps, XM radio, power sunroof, power windows. Okay, fog lamps. I'll have to check that out. Okay, now there's another one too in the engine compartment. So let's see what we've got here on these ones. Oh, 42 right there. Backup lamps, brake, transaxle, shift, interlock. Okay. Could be 42. Parking lamps, 45, or it could be 45. So let's get under the hood here real quick. Let's pop that open. Actually, let's crack open one of these beers because that's what time it is. It's Miller time. Because, well, it's Friday. I don't work on Fridays this year. Last year I worked on Fridays. I switched my schedule up a little bit because, well, sometimes you got to do that. Depends on what days you want off work. Do what I want, work when I want. It's just kind of how I run my life because, well, it's my life and I do what I want. So let's get this open. I'll put you right here real quick. Put you right here real quick. Now, it's always good to get familiar with your car when you first get it because this is simple stuff that you don't want to have to pay a mechanic for. And anybody can do this stuff. It's just common sense stuff. Reading a book, you know, finding troubleshooting problems is just common sense. So here is the other fuse box. Let me get a light over here for you. Get this a light. So light going on so we at least can see maybe. Anyways, this is this fuse box. Obviously you can see because there's a fuse on here, so that means there's fuses under here and circuit breakers and relays and different kind of things that you are going to need to be able to do. And you flip this up and here's all the numbers so you can see. So let's find 45 park lamps, 15 amp. Looks like 45 over here is right there by 19 and 21. Well, if you're looking at this like this, there's 21 and there's 19. So then 45 would be right here. My finger's out. And then that's 43, just like it shows on there. So let's pull this guy right here out and see what we got going on. If we can get him, get in there. That's hard to get with this stupid. Okay, we got him. Now let's see what we got here. Folks, get that out. Well, would you look at that? I'll be dead. I'll be a monkey's uncle. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is blown right there. It's split right through. So that is what the problem would be. Possibly that we don't have any. So let's go in here because we've seen an extra 15 amp right here on this. And that one's good. It's all the way through. So we are going to throw this bad boy in and see what we got here. Because if this fixes this, then, well, that just took care of that problem. And we are good to go with that. So that's just a parking lamps. Horn is 43. There's some different ones in there. But let's see if that'll work. Let's kick these on real quick. Parking. Let's go with parking. Can't really tell. Okay, looks like we got something there. Look at that. Looks like we got some light there. That one is not on though. I think that's a I think this one's a bad one. This could be why it was shorting out or something. Or maybe it's just... this, but that one is working over there. Okay, and now this one isn't. Let's take this side off too, because, well, that's just what we do. Let's get them both out, because I don't know about these fancy, expensive LED lights that we've got going on the other side here. Sometimes those are a problem, and we don't realize it because we pay more money for them, but this car wasn't meant for those. And if that's drawing too much amp, even though that probably shouldn't be, you could have some issues with that. And if you got issues like that, and if you're having problems like this, it's probably those. So, I mean, it's okay to put those in the front if they're, you know, the same, but it's not always necessarily the right thing to do for the back. Because I did that for a while on the Semi. I did that with one of my brake lights and stuff. And let's put you over here real quick. Figure somewhere out for you, so that way we can still hang out and chat. Put those on the Semi in the back for the brake lights, and they just didn't seem to last very long, and that pissed me off because I'd pay more for them. It's supposed to be brighter, and nothing was. Okay, so we do got some issues over here with this one. We're missing one right there. Well, that's a spare. That one's completely not even in there, which I think I might have some of those. But here's what we got going on. We've got one working on the outside, one not working on the inner, one working on the inside, and one not working on the outer. So I'm going to grab some bulbs real quick and swap them out, because I got some spare ones just sitting around, and I want to see if, you know, it's just a connection or what, or if it's an actual bulb. So I'm gonna cut you out real quick and go do that, and I'll swap them out. Actually, I'll just leave you going, just take you up here with me. But let's turn these, well, let's turn them on. Parking lights, turn them on all the way, still nothing. So gotta be something with those bulbs there. Turn them off. I've just got a collection of bulbs from, you know, doing this stuff back in the day, and always have extra shit around because, well, you can never have enough. 150, 130, 157 is what I've got here. I've got some orange ones too, which are the same. So let's take, they're all good. So let's take 4 over there. We'll put the orange on one side and the white on another, and then we'll see what we got going on here. Because, well, that's what we can do. We can do whatever we want to. So since we can do it, we're gonna. And these things, you wouldn't think they would go bad, but who knows about these. I don't really care for them too much. I don't know. It just seems like they're a waste of money, I guess. They're expensive, and they don't always, you know, just stay like they're supposed to where, you know, long life, extra long life. Is it really an extra long life if it doesn't work for, you know, who knows, or causes you problems? Because if this is going to cause you problems, why even put them in? They're more expensive. They don't last very long. Let's see, it doesn't say where they're made. But if you guessed and I guessed and they're made in China, then they're probably junk anyway. So let's go kick these on real quick and see what we got. Get off of there. I like it when you stay on there. Okay, we got them on. Let's see what we got here. So we got 1, 2. We got 3, 4. So now we got all 4 working. So what I'm thinking is probably one of those are bad and is causing that to short out, because whatever that situation is, that's why that fuse is blowing. I don't know if that's the only problem that's ever had or not. I'll have to ask and find out, because if that is, you know, the first time that's ever happened, then it's just those lights are bad. You know, I can put them back in and see, which I might, if they'll work, but I'm probably going to end up getting different bulbs and swapping those out anyways, because like I said, I really don't like those. And if that's going to continue to cause a problem, that's what it is. And we're just going to nip it in the bud and cut it out right now, because, well, there ain't no point to continue messing and fussing with something, especially if you don't know how to do the stuff and fix it the first time. And I could probably, we got some damage right here. It's like somebody hit something right here and just, maybe a deer. I wonder if that's a deer, but I could probably take his panel off and just pop that out because, well, I can do things like that because I like to, and this stuff doesn't bother me to do shit. I hit a deer in a black car, had to do that. Had a Honda Civic back in the day, smoked a deer, got an estimate. I ended up buying the parts, panel, hood, everything, redoing that shit myself because, well, why not? Then I was able to buy a set of headers and full exhaust and put on the car too and just do it myself and, you know, kind of make a car how I wanted it to be because I ended up making the hood flat black and it was a red car and it had black rims on it, so it kind of meshed well, but then I got rid of it. But so that's what I got going on with this. So now that I know we got brake lights and stuff, I'm gonna swap these bulbs out and whatnot. Well, I've got to run to the parts store because I'm going to check the oil over, you know, give this thing a once over and probably a tune-up because they said that it had issues. And with those lights coming on, you know, that's probably an issue. So let's pull this out real quick, this dipstick, and see what we got going on here. You know, I don't know if you can see that or not, but she looks like she could be a little low. Let's clean them off real quick. Let me stick you somewhere because I don't need to be holding you all over. Oh, looks like we got some zip ties going on in here. Let me clean this off so we know what we've got going on. And that stuff didn't look too dirty, but wasn't clean either. So, oh, look at that. We are super low. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're not even to the lines here. We are not even to the spots, so we've got to get some oil in this thing. Might as well just change it out and throw a new filter on there because who knows when the last time it was done. So we're just going to take care of that right now. Go over here, and I got this cap off because I took a peek down in there, and it's low also. It needs to be here on cold, and it's not even close. Let's get your eyes down there. So we're pretty much going to do a full service on this thing, you know, check over all the fluids and stuff like that. Simple maintenance, keep this thing going because we don't want to have any issues with it. But that was the main issue that he was having, was the lights weren't working. So now that we've got that taken care of and fixed, you know, I'll probably throw those other bulbs in just to check them one more time, but I doubt I'm going to put them back in. I'll give them to him and let him have them. That way he has them. So if he wants to put them back in, he can, but I'll highly advise him not to because, you know, situation of what's going on. What's the point of having fancy, expensive lights if they're going to cause you problems? So I'm going to jump in and do some things real quick, and maybe I'll come back. Maybe I won't. So if this is it, that's what our problem was. It was a fuse. Anybody can do that stuff. All you got to do is get in this manual here and check the kind of stuff, you know. That way you can see what's going on. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, it's just going through steps, process of elimination. That's exactly what it is. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Always go by that too because, you know, if it ain't one thing, it's going to be another. But that's why they give you those manuals so you can go through there and you can kind of do that stuff yourself so you're not having to take it to a mechanic and, you know, dump your money down the drain. Always enjoyed troubleshooting. That's a new word, enjubbled. Enjoyed troubleshooting when I was younger, so it's what it is. Fuses, easy stuff, easy fix, simple things, you know, simple maintenance. Got to keep up on that. That way you don't have any issues, folks, with your cars. So get these bulbs switched out, probably get some more white ones like that, and slap her back together after we get her pumped up. And well, we've already got some stuff in here, got some lube up in here, some motor oil, some brake fluid, you know, bunch of brake fluid. I wonder if there's a leak somewhere. I have to check that out. A couple belts, who knows. But yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff and get that taken care of. That way we don't have any issues. So until the next time we're doing something crazy or silly, if you like my videos, you know what to do. You can subscribe if you want to know when the content's coming up, you can hit that bell and you'll get notifications when I post a new video. So working on some things with Inside and Internet, so hopefully I can get stuff to upload faster. That way we don't have the issues that we've been having, and they don't take 3 or 4 days to get it done, because, well, sometimes I'm on a day-to-day basis with these videos. So we'll see. But till the next time, you know what we say, we will see ya.